Hi guys. Okay, this is Miss Pointer here. We're getting ready to go in Mammoth Cave. It's the biggest cave, or the longest cave in the world.
So that means this was limestone.
Okay guys, we're getting ready to go into the cave. Okay, we're in the cave. It's dark.
It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold down here. There's a huge room in the cave. Huge. Look.
That's the coolest part.
Yeah. So cool. It's huge.
Cave. His name was Dr. John Cron. They had a disease back in those days. They called it consumption because it consumed your lungs. It ate up your lungs. And they had no cure for it. So it was a terminal disease. And Dr. Cron bought the cave, and he liked the air in the cave. And he thought, well, maybe the air in the cave can help these patients. So he talked about 15 of his patients into coming down in the Mammoth Cave and living 24/7. What you're seeing here is the remains of that hospital. Basically, it was just a resting place for those people. This house here was built for a guy who was fairly wealthy. He had his own little house built. The house in the back there was Dr. Cron's office and where they ate at and met at. Most of the people lived in maybe tents or lean-tos in different parts of the cave. Dr. Cron's slaves serviced these people. They would bring them food and firewood. And 3 times a day, Mac Bransford would come down and blow a bugle. And that would mean it was time to eat. And folks would come staggering out of the darkness with their lanterns and come to eat. Dr. Cron had them stay in the cave 24/7. They weren't allowed to leave the cave. Now, the interesting thing was they continued tours right past here. Now, this disease, which we call tuberculosis today, is a disease that can be transferred from person to person. They didn't understand that. Now, 4 of them died here in Mammoth Cave. Dr. Cron caught tuberculosis from his patients and died about 8 years later from the same disease. There used to be millions of bats in this part of Mammoth Cave. But between changing the airflow, putting in more entrances, opening up the entrances that are here a little bit more, we've changed the airflow through here, and the bats are very sensitive to that type of stuff, and they've left this part of Mammoth Cave for the most part. You might see one flutter around every now and then.
The one who discovered and crossed the bottomless pit. He discovered all sorts of new passages because he was actually encouraged to do more exploration on his own time.
Yeah.
And he married his wife Charlotte Bishop, and in some places in the cave he would write Charlotte Bishop, the flower of Mammoth Cave, and Stephen and Charlotte, and it's nice to see those.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there's also the Bransford brothers. Well, not really brothers. Matt and Nick Bransford were also from his contemporaries.
Okay.
And Stephen Bishop is actually buried up above us in the guide cemetery.
So Stephen Bishop was a slave who gave tours in Mammoth Cave a long time ago. In 1840. So very, very long time ago. Hi. Hi. Hey guys, it's kind of hard to see, but these are trees. But they've actually hollowed out the inside. It means they made a long hole, and they can use it as pipes for water. So they can put water down there, and it'll go all the way down there. This is just saying how about 4,000 years ago, Native Americans or Indians started exploring the caves and getting minerals from the rocks. Here's some Native American shoes, about at least 2,000 years old. Oh, some torches, so they used those for torches. They would light them on fire and use them to walk around. It says a bundle could burn for about 45 minutes. All right, Miss Floyd, it's shower time.
Hi guys, I'm a little winded. As you can see, there's a lot of walking. But can you imagine that all this, underneath it is the caves that were huge. It was so big We could probably fit our whole school inside of it.